Thank you, and welcome back to another episode of Lunchbox. We're starting today's show off with some breaking news here from Staple Hall. It is now week 4 of the show, and I still have not been paid. I repeat, week 4, and I still have not been paid. I wonder when these producers will ever think about the fact that I'm a broke college student and bills have to be paid. I don't know what's going to happen first. Me getting paid, LeBron coming on home and shaving his head. Guys, it's been rough out there. What money I had went down the drain thanks to all the upsets in the NCAA tournament. My heart truly goes out to anybody whose bracket was brutally busted. It got so bad that we had the first 16 seed defeat a 1 seed in history. This wasn't your usual buzzer beater upset. UMBC destroyed Virginia by 20 points. I also want to point out the fact that Virginia was the undisputed #1 team in the country and was picked by many to make the Final Four. Nevertheless, the tournament has given us plenty of entertainment, and you can bet that I will be glued to the TV Saturday night for the Final Four. Just don't lose your money like I did or host Lunchbox. In other news, Migos is back at it again with the legendary music video for Walk It Talkin'. I was definitely digging the culture ride. Migos are always finding different ways to do it for the culture and pay great respects to the great show, Soul Train. From Jamie Foxx and his Don Cornelius impersonation, the outrageous afros and terrible fashion choices, and of course, the classic Soul Train line. Migos nailed it. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it after the show. Drake by himself stole the show. Be sure to support local Arkansan Noah Davis on American Idol. That boy has some pipes on him, and we hope he makes it to the end. So without further ado, let's find out what's in our lunchbox today. We'll be starting off with our First of All segment, talking about relevant gossip news from what the Zeta sorority group will be doing around campus to Easter. Then for our appetizer, Director's Cut. We'll be interviewing YouTuber Jonathan Matson about his channel, Flakfire. From there, we're shooting it off to Trojan Games with Josh the Trojan Man, playing with the laid-back Ultimate Frisbee team. Then for my favorite part, dessert. We'll be watching a fraternity doing their own stepping dances. We'll be right back after this commercial break. First of all, it's sad to see spring break go, but the show must indeed go on. In our last episode, we talked about the St. Patrick's Day bake sale at the school to the New Art Building. So let's see what we have for this week. First of all, I wish I was a kid again. Small and skinny, fat, not as fat as I am now. So I can go around and find eggs filled with candy. Now I'm the one helping throw them out for the little ones. But besides that, I hope y'all got your Easter outfit fired up and ready. I'm talking about bright hats and big colors. I messed that up. Because you know everyone is going to show out for the Lord come Sunday. Hallelujah.
Hi, I'm Ivy Arnold, the president of the Xi Theta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, here on the campus of the UA Little Rock. This week is our final Womanhood Week. As for tonight, we have our professional mixer and career fair. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and be sure to come to our events.
First of all, it's Zeta Week. So if you had a plan for the day, go hang out with the ladies of Zeta Phi Beta. Each day they have something fun planned out for you to come out and be entertained. The Great Expectation Career Fair will be tonight at 7:40, and I know I need to be there looking for a job because these producers are not paying me anything. Hopefully, I can get something out of them when we come back after this commercial break.
Muffin. So tasty. So soft. So moist. Muffin.
First of all, First of all, can I get an amen for this warm weather we're finally having? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. Spring is finally here, y'all, and I'm ready for some sandals and some lemonade. I'm glad we live down here in the South, because up there near Philly, it's a lot colder, and they ain't wearing shorts, let me tell you that. But there's nothing like finally seeing flowers popping out and giving us some color.
I tell them I'm going to pull a prank on them, make them anxious about it all day, and then do nothing.
I made my sister think she was adopted.
I have porked somebody's yard, jelloed their yard, and TP'd their house.
What pranks am I going to pull? I've not decided that yet.
First of all, I'm not trusting anyone this Sunday. April Fool's Day on the Lord's Day, it's just wrong. I pray no one messes with those Easter eggs, because I can already tell there will be many pranks with those. But seeing as how finals are about to come up, soon we all need to laugh it up before we cry it out. We still have a great show coming up for you all. Stay tuned for an exclusive interview with YouTuber Jonathan Matson after this commercial break.
Do you feel like the Jedi are plotting against you? Do you want to bring peace, freedom, justice, and security to your new empire? Well, now you can, with the all-new Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. This lightsaber is perfect not just for the men, but the women and the children too. This saber can be yours today for the low price of 20 galactic credits.
20 credits? No saber is worth that, not by a long shot.
Order now and get free shipping in 12 parsecs or less. Plus, we have the low ground edition, half off. Side effects may include turning to the dark side. Does not protect from the high ground. Consult the Jedi Master before using. Younglings not included.
I'm Jonathan Matson. I'm the Media Lab Coordinator for School of Mass Communication. What initially got me into the field of media production really had to be when I was going to school in undergrad. I wound up working for the student-run radio station at Eastern Illinois University. And so I began to explore a number of different types of media production through that, doing primarily audio production, but also dabbling in video production, all that kind of fun stuff. My background in media production has really been integral to starting and operating that YouTube channel, because I found myself in a position where I was quite fortunate right out of the gate. I had more skills than the majority of people attempting to do YouTube at the time, so there wasn't really a learning curve for me on how do I write for video, how do I shoot video, how do I edit it, how do I do post-production. Those were all things that for the years leading up to me starting the YouTube channel, I had already had a good deal of experience with. UALR has aided me with my work in a variety of ways. One of the most noticeable reasons is they allow me to use some of our space here, provided it's after my work hours. I upkeep the space. I make sure that it's fine and everything operates as it should. So it's nice to be able to use the recording room once in a while. Initially, I started doing YouTube as a way to keep up my skills, okay? Because after I left the news field, working for about 8 years doing all kinds of media production, I went from doing it every day to working at a university managing equipment where I did none of that every day. So I would have students come up to me and say, hey, how do I do this in Premiere? How do I do this in After Effects? I'm trying to do this in Adobe Audition. How do I do it? And as the months went on, my answers became slower and slower. And eventually I wound up with the answer of, I used to know, but I don't anymore. And I never liked having that answer. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do, just a video every week, just so I can keep my editing skills up, so I'm familiar with the programs, so I can answer student questions. It wasn't really, I'm going to, make lots of money or do this or do that. I had confidence in, my abilities as, somebody who could write, record, and voice videos, but I did not expect that it was going to do as well as it did.
Ladies and gentlemen, today on the show we have Jonathan Matson. Jonathan, thanks for taking the time to come out today, man.
Happy to be here.
So let's jump right into it. What is Flakfire?
So Flakfire is essentially the YouTube channel, the brand that I run on YouTube. So it's a channel that really focuses on first-person shooter games, in particular Battlefield as a franchise. So for the different kinds of content that I do for that, you see a lot of tutorial kind of content, some guides, things that are generally pretty positive and helpful. I try to do a lot of that to help enrich somebody's experience as they play through these games. And with Battlefield in particular, I'm also a big fan of history, and the most recent Battlefield game, Battlefield 1, was World War I, and that's a time period not a lot of people know that much about. But it's one of my favorite time periods as kind of an amateur history buff. So a lot of the content really tries to explain a little bit more about the setting and the time frame, and the weapons and the equipment, and just provide more context to what happens in the video game. And that really enriches players' experiences, so they enjoy that, and it's done well for the channel so far.
That's good. That's good. No fake news in here. I like that. So, how did you develop relationships with publishers like EA?
So, EA and I have a pretty good relationship, and it's one that's been growing over the last year or so. But it kind of began organically with Battlefield 1's launch trailer or reveal trailer came out, and I kind of used my World War I knowledge to explain everything in the trailer frame by frame to clarify things for people who are really interested in the game, because we've never had a World War I first-person shooter AAA game like that. So 1.5 million views later on that video, EA kind of reached out and said, hey, we like what you did with that video and what you're continuing to do. Why don't we kind of start a relationship, start a dialogue? Why don't you come out to California and play the build for the newest downloadable content for the game that's going to be coming out, and play that, record some content, and make some videos about it.
All right. So, what are the biggest mental and physical challenges you face while managing and creating all this content for Flakfire?
The biggest mental challenge is really time management, trying to juggle everything. I don't do YouTube full time. That's a hobby that I do in my spare time. I work here at UALR. I teach here at UALR, and then I do some consultation work on the side. So trying to balance all of that with trying to do YouTube is quite a challenge, especially for somebody who is easily distracted like me. Regarding the physical challenges, it can't be understated that if you sit at a desk for 8 hours a day and you come home and you're supposed to edit video, you don't want to sit at a desk for another 4 hours, and that does take a physical toll there. And sometimes it means, I have a deadline to beat, I'm gonna forego sleep for a couple of hours just so I can get this done. There's a lot of kind of stressors that go in there that a lot of people don't think about.
Okay, one last quick question. Do you see yourself doing YouTube in 5 years?
I would like to. We're going to see how things go when the next Battlefield game is announced and released. And hopefully I can continue to make content around that and people respond to it the way that they have been. Because if they do, it will mean very good things for the channel.
That is good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a video here we want to show of one of his videos. Could we take a look at that, please?
The village of Saint-Monieux was heavily damaged during the fighting for Verdun in 1916, but today Saint-Monieux is a sleepy town west of the more preserved battlefields. This is not the case for some villages like Amont-près-Saint-Monieux and Douaumont. Both were completely destroyed during the fighting and were never rebuilt.
Jonathan, thank you so much for coming out today, man. Best of luck in the next coming years with your channel there.
You too. Good luck getting paid.
That's going to be a struggle. Up next, we have Josh the Trojan Man with another exciting segment of the Trojan Hunger Games. Please stay tuned.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No.
Well, now you can with the all-new Sith holograms.
Learn the complete history of the Sith Order with this special bundle. I am the Senate. Do it.
Yeah! This hologram is a replica of the actual ones used by the clones in the Clone Wars.
Execute Order 66.
If you don't order now,
It's treason, then.
One of the things that's unique about the orchard is that compared to many pantries which already have non-perishable items boxed, when you come to the orchard, you have the chance to exercise personal selection. And as you do that, you can, much like when you're shopping at a grocery store, you can get some items that you would prefer. We also specialize in fresh fruit and produce. We always need quality, competent, and trustworthy volunteers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the show again with my favorite guest, Trojan Man. Thank you, sir, once again for gracing our presence.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to go ahead and squash something here. Those of you who don't know, we have this thing called a teleprompter that we use. It helps me not mess up things. Why is it every time it gets to your group, my name is misspelled? I'm not getting paid. My name is getting misspelled. There's no respect out here. What's going on?
You're just going to be known as the lunchbox guy.
Just the lunchbox guy.
That's it.
And you're just some idiot in a Trojan costume.
Hey, I'm actually thinking of doing my own YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm going to stop you.
Trojan channel?
No, I think that's already taken care of.
Okay.
What do you got for us this week?
So we've got a great weekly special on our weekly segment. It's going to be the Ultimate Frisbee with Professor Weekly and his team, the Laid Back Ultimate.
Okay, let's take a look.
And welcome to another episode of the Trojan Hungry Games. This week's episode's a special one because we've got Professor Weekly, who's invited us out to watch his team play the Ultimate Frisbee. It's going to be interesting and fun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special edition of Trojan Hunger Games. Normally where we have students against athletes, today is a little different. We're going to be covering the new sport that is taking the country by storm, Ultimate Frisbee, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like we're finna get right into the action. Oh, wait, what is going on here? Trojan Man is taking off his coveted Gucci galoshes that give him superhuman strength. Now he's just like one of the humans. Here we go. He's participating in the tutorial of this new sport. Looks like we're getting right into the action. David has the Frisbee. He launches it off. Oh, my. All right, Professor Weekly has it. We're going back the other way. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it is. What is Ultimate Frisbee?
It's kind of like soccer and football combined. So you have end zones like football, but you kind of move up and down the field like soccer. And the other sort of weird rule is when the disc hits the ground, it changes sides.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Jacob, for that quick update. All right, Alec has the Frisbee. He dishes it off to Emma. Emma dishes it back to Alex. Okay, I'm getting a little understanding. Going away. Oh, what is this? A flea flicker to Professor Weekly. Oh, man, the wind looked like it took that one right out the sky. Here we go, going back the other way. All right, here we go. David has it. Looks like a point. Okay, looks like Jacob is getting the team into formation of some sort. Okay. Seth is look like they're eyeing up the talent. Okay, they launches it off. Alex has it. All right, Emma has it. All right, went out of bounds. Professor Weekly has it, and he's dishing it off. What are the rules to this game? Somebody help me, please.
So if you touch anybody, that's a foul?
No, you can touch people like this.
All right.
You just can't shove them and push
Can't
them
tackle
down and run
them.
into
No
them.
full contact.
If somebody was running for it and I hit them and they didn't get it, they could call a foul and they'd have to throw it again.
Okay, all right.
Okay, thank you, Professor Weekly. Hey, gang, I'm going to have to give you a little fun fact from Wikipedia. Ultimate Frisbee actually was developed in 1968 by a group of high school students at Columbia High in Maplewood, New Jersey. If you didn't know that, a little fun fact for you. And like they stated, it is a non-contact team activity. It is good to get the blood moving and circulating and get your cognitive skills on how to juke everybody. And from the looks of it, the team of Professor Weekly's look like a real cohesive and fun group there. Everybody seems to be getting along well. Everybody is smiling. Look at Professor Weekly there trying to get up in his face and skirm. I bet I heard him say, "Rrr." They're all right. All right. Seth has it. He got low. But this is a fun and interesting group. I'm gonna have to let you hear a little bit more about this group here as Jacob tells a little more.
Well, for one thing, we're a little bit, I think, older, partly. And then also just, well, for one thing, we don't keep score. That's how laid back we are. But we're not real hard with the rules.
All right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, Trojan Man has inserted himself in there. Slow it down. Let's see. Look at that stride on Trojan Man. Woo, without them super Gucci galoshes, he's just really slow, isn't he? All right, here we go. They send up the play for Trojan Man. Here we go. Oh, Trojan Man. Trojan Man. Here we go. Going back again. They're working. Trojan Man. You're going to have to get down up on it. If he had the Gucci galoshes on, he would have made that one there. All right, here we go again. I see Trojan Man is out there. Look at Seth with the defense on Emma. Here we go. Trojan Man is in stride. Professor Weekly couldn't get him. I think he gave that to him. Thank you for another special edition of Trojan Hunger Games.
Well, you and Weekly surprised me there, man.
Yeah.
Both of y'all got some athleticism out there.
Hey, I had to hold back. I don't want to make them look bad. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that.
Yeah, but Weekly, hey man, he's a pretty flexible guy.
Yeah, man. Goes around.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think he's gonna go pro.
Wow, really? At that age?
I mean, hey, he was doing diving, he was catching. It was pretty amazing to watch.
Why didn't we see any of you diving out there? Why didn't we see any of that?
We had to cut that back. Like I said, I was holding back. I didn't want to,
You want the
embarrass
world
him.
to see
hey,
what you're made
it's hard
of.
to be this good.
We don't have a sponsor this week?
We're working on it. We're working on it. Thanks for bringing that up. We
No
appreciate
sponsor.
that.
That's yes or no question.
No.
No question. We have no sponsor from Trojan Man. Well, Trojan Man, thank you. Bring a sponsor next week because I'm tired of this. We'll be right back with the interview with Joseph Okiki. Stay tuned.
Looking for some family fun and excitement? Well, make your way down to the Children's Theater located inside the historic Arkansas Arts Center in downtown Little Rock. Since 1979, the Arkansas Arts Center Children's Theater has been producing stage plays from your favorite childhood readings by using some of the best actors from around the world. Visit the Arkansas Arts Center website to view upcoming shows, times, and ticket availability, and not to mention special discounts. So what are you waiting for? Get the family together and head on down to the Children's Theater. Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, today on the show we have Mr. Joseph Okiki. Joseph, it's nice of you to be here with us. So, man, how's Wakanda?
It's pretty good. Can't complain.
How was it as a child? How was that?
It's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Playing soccer with T'Challa and whatnot. It was pretty chill.
Was the ball made out of vibranium? Were y'all wearing vibranium? What was...
No.
No vibranium was involved?
No.
Okay. Well, man, what fraternity are you part of, sir?
Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Give us a little background behind all that.
So the organization as a whole was founded January 9th, 1914 on the campus of Howard University. This chapter, Alpha Beta Eta, here at Euler, was founded January 9th, 1999, based on brotherhood, scholarship, and service.
What's the chapter nickname here? What's it called?
Player Alpha Beta Eta.
I know you're not a player. You wholesome black man out there. Yes.
We wholesome.
Wholesome. Yeah. So what are the challenges you meet when y'all are trying to get your step routines together?
The main thing is actually formulating the routines. We have different groups working on different sections of steps and stuff like that. So we got to figure out a way to have it creative, difficult, but also appealing to to whatever audience that we're doing it in front of. It's like, you got to have that originality factor there to, make sure everything flows smoothly and different things like that. So.
Okay. So what's your favorite song to stroll to, man? What gets you lit out there when it comes on?
Favorite song, man? Anything really.
Anything.
Like if you see me out there, I'm always.
Oh yeah.
Always,
every time I see you bring it.
I try. But,
Yeah, man. So what's your favorite part out of all this? Like being in the frat. What's the best part?
I'd probably have to say like the networking and like just the overall fun period. Like I've met so many different people and had so many different like opportunities and whatnot.
Thanks,
like,
man.
It's been nice.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Here at the UA Little Rock Trojan Food Pantry, we're open to students, staff, and faculty on the campus to overcome and fight food insecurity. So today we're having our second Fresh Givings Day. Try to provide the campus with as much resources as possible. So with that being said, we got the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance here. They're talking about healthy ways to make different meals, kind of educating people, as well as giving recipes out. We also have Fresh to You. It's a mobile farmers market bus. It's renovated and you can go inside of it and purchase fruit, vegetables, and they also accept SNAP benefits, food stamps.
My name is Emily DeMoz, and I'm the director of the Fresh to You Mobile Market here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And we are a program of Vine and Village, which is Mosaic Church's nonprofit. And our mission is to make fresh fruits and vegetables accessible and affordable to people living in food deserts throughout Little Rock and North Little Rock.
Yeah, I'm Alex Handfinger with the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance Cooking Matters team, and we're here at the UA Little Rock Campus Pantry Fresh Givings Day to talk with pantry recipients how they can cook and shop for healthy food on a budget.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
B, S, step. Blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have today. We want to send a special shout out to the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma for coming out. Please come back here next week for more on the Lunchbox.
Bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, way too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. #blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up.